Here's your daily market brief for June 24th. And tonight, the story starts after the bell. Micron just reported earnings. The stock is up over 12% after hours. Western Digital up more than 10. Seagate up nearly 10. The Roundhill Memory ETF up 12. SOXX, the Semiconductor Index ETF, up nearly 5%. SMH up over 4. This is a broad sympathy rally across the entire chip complex, and it's the freshest, most important signal in tonight's data. Now let's set the full picture so you understand why this matters. In the regular session, the tape was quiet and soft. SPY closed around 733, down just 0.05%. QQQ closed near 711, down 0.42%. Tech lagging the broad market. That's an early caution flag. When the Nasdaq 100 underperforms while SPY holds, the market is leaning on non-tech sectors to stay afloat. Both indices remain in uptrends, above their 50-day and 200-day moving averages. The structural backbone is intact, but both are now below their 20-day moving averages. Short-term trend, soft. Levels I'm watching. On SPY, support at 730, then 721. Resistance at 748. On QQQ, support at 694. Resistance at 721, then 726. That 726 level is also roughly the 20-day moving average, which is now the first real technical test if the Micron catalyst holds. The VIX fell 4.4% today to 18.6. Fear coming out of the market. But context, VIX is still above its 20, 50, and 200-day moving averages. The volatility overhang isn't gone yet. Watch for VIX to break below 17.5 as the cleaner all clear. The dollar is the other structural watch. DXY closed around 101.6 in a clear uptrend, and the RSI is near 77. That's overbought territory. A strong dollar tightens financial conditions globally and historically acts as a drag on risk assets when sustained here. Extended can stay extended, but a fade in the dollar would remove a headwind. On sectors, energy dropped 1.6%, consistent with crude oil falling 4.6% to near $70, driven in part by the Iran war headlines suggesting de-escalation pricing. Tech slipped 0.6%. Meanwhile, industrials, discretionary, utilities, and staples were all higher. A split tape with both risk-on and risk-off names leading. That's the market telling you it doesn't yet have a clear directional conviction. The macro backdrop adds texture. Bank stocks got a boost from JP Morgan's $50 billion buyback and Goldman raising its dividend after the Fed's stress test cleared all 32 large banks. Growth expectations are a wild card. Prediction market traders are discounting the administration's 3% GDP target for this year. Now back to the catalyst. South Korea's EDWI surged 2.6% today, the Kospi up 3.3%. Korea is semiconductor heavy, and that move today, ahead of Micron, looks like the market was already leaning into this result. The near-term red shifts on this data. Going into the close, the weight of evidence was cautious. Below the 20-day on both indices, tech lagging, dollar elevated. The weight of technical evidence was leaning toward further downside. But the Micron print is a fundamental confirm for the memory and chip demand narrative, and the confirmed post-market catalyst now carries more weight than the prior structural read. The base case for tomorrow: if these gains hold at the open, QQQ tests 721 resistance and potentially challenges the 20-day near 726. That's the level that matters. The condition is clear. Large post-market moves don't always sustain. Watch the first hour. If Micron fades immediately, the prior caution reasserts. Price still needs to confirm. This is educational content, not financial advice. The brief is AI-assisted and based on market data, news context, and quantitative signals. Projections can be wrong, so always verify the data and make your own decisions.